Good morning. Today on Spotlight, getting ready for the next Detroit Auto Show as it transitions back to January. A new campaign called My Drive, My City, My Show says it all. Co-executive director Sam Clement will bring us up to date. And later on our Sunday morning program, 7 Chief Health Editor Dr. Nandi discusses his brand new book, Heal the Gut, Save Your Brain. It's Sunday, October the 6th. I'm Chuck Stokes, and this is Spotlight. And welcome to Spotlight. Sam, welcome back to Spotlight. You're doing okay?
I'm doing all right. Okay.
All right, last time I interviewed you, you were with the Michigan Association of Broadcasters. You are now co-executive director of the Detroit Auto Dealers Association. Nice transition?
It is. It's been a great transition. Yeah, it really has been.
All right, very good. And you get to be in the D,
That's
so
right.
what's better than that?
It's good to be back home.
Absolutely. The auto show is back.
It is.
It sort of left for a little bit, then it went to a different time of year, but it's back to what longtime Detroiters really remember, and that is auto show, winter, January, pull out the fur coats.
That's right. Yeah, we're back January 10th to the 20th, 2025. And like you said, it's home. That's home base for us to be in January. And anyone that grew up in this area, anyone that's gone to the auto show, they know like that's the time of year for the auto show. So we're excited to be back.
Yeah. And what's been the overall reaction to moving it back to January?
I think it's excitement. I think it's because, again, it's that familiarity of saying, hey, we're back in January. You can kind of circle your calendars. We know after the new year, you're looking for something to do. It's kind of that slower time of the year. And for restaurants and businesses, I think there's an excitement there, too, because of all the traffic that comes down to Huntington Place and then trickles out to the community.
How do you sort of remarket?
Yeah, it's been 5 years since we've been in January, so you're right, it absolutely is a reintroduction. If you're new to the area, you may never have experienced that fur coat in January and going to the auto show. But I think, we're a much more consumer-focused show, right? And so to articulate that this is a chance for you to get not only to experience the vehicles and a wide range of vehicles, but to get education. The industry is evolving quickly, whether it's EVs or hybrid, or you're with your familiar ICE vehicles. We want to have education there. And so from a consumer perspective who's looking to make those buying decisions, this is a great place to get all that information, all those experiences under one tent.
My Drive, My City, My Show.
Yes.
How did you come up with that, with the marketing guru?
I'm from this area. I'm from Metro Detroit. I grew up around the auto show, around the auto industry, and I was thinking about what does this mean to the community? And the auto show is such a piece of this community. It's such a fabric of Detroit that everything touches the show. So whether it's coming down to see the cars themselves, but everyone has a story about the auto industry. And so that's where it ties in. So no matter what industry you're in, no matter where you come from, you're connected to this industry if you're from this area in some capacity. And so we wanted people to tell their story.
You're rolling this out with a classy video, also billboards, digital, social media, all those things to get those eyeballs.
Detroit is diverse, and so we wanted to reflect our community through the campaign. And we have people like Jalen Rose, obviously that's a high name. Everyone knows who Jalen Rose is.
Absolutely.
Christy Lee, who's an auto enthusiast and is really focused on getting women engaged with cars and engineering. We've got Nelson Sanders, who's a local business owner. And so we wanted to show the wide scope of just Detroit itself and to be represented in this campaign.
Yeah. Who did the video?
We have a team they're called Lovio George. They did the team, and we worked, did a lot of strategizing and planning, and they put it together.
The public, how can they get involved in this?
We want to hear those stories because that'll help us shape our future as well. So they can go to DetroitAutoShow.com, they can upload their own pictures and stories, and we'll share them on social media and on our website.
And there's a charity link involved in that?
There is. So a huge part of what we do as the auto show is our contributions to charities. So in the last 25 years, we've given $125 million to local children's charities. We can't help every charity in the community, but we can amplify their message. So when you upload your story, if there's a cause or a charity that's important to you, we want you to tell us what that is, and we'll share that information as well with the community.
In your relatively short period of time in leadership position with the DADA, what are you hearing from the dealers that leading into this big, important show, not just for the city of Detroit, for the auto industry in general, because we're so recognized around the world for autos and in terms of the importance of our auto show?
It's getting people in the vehicles, right? There's such a wide range of vehicles out there, so many different options, as I mentioned earlier, with whether it's hybrid or EVs or ICE. Getting people the experience to get into the cars, to see it themselves. there's so much to do in this community. It's so hard. Your time is so limited. To spend so much time at a dealership is hard for some people. So to be able to do that all under one roof in a 90-minute to 2-hour period when you're able to come to Huntington Place and spend some time, that's very important for our dealers to show and share that information.
Huntington Place will be the center of it all, as it has been before, whether the name was Huntington Place or something else. It's changed throughout the years, but we know it now as Huntington Place. That will be the main place.
It will be, yeah. And in that, we'll have 2 tracks now, so people can have more experiences riding in these vehicles. I think having that expansion is critically important because, as I said, people want to see and experience those cars.
All right, we need to take a quick little break. We'll come right back. We'll talk about the auto industry in general and what this means to Detroit with all the momentum that's going on in our city right now. We'll be right back. Stay with us. We had the NFL draft. We've got the Tigers that are hot as we sit here and speak, shocking everybody. We got the Lions that everybody is, we feel like it's a Super Bowl year. We'll have to see, but so far they're doing pretty darn good. What does all this momentum mean as you work with other organizations like the Downtown Detroit Partnership and Visit Detroit? It's all pulling for Detroit.
Yeah, I think we have to have these events. Obviously the NFL draft was a great example. We can bring everyone together from all walks of life and have a celebration in the city with no incidents, and it was great. It was a celebration of the city. And the economic impact of that event was $200+ million. We see us as having that role annually, right? So every year we can come to the auto show, we can have $100+ million economic impact. We may not have the draft for another 20, 30 years.
That's true.
We will have the auto show every year, and to be able to, again, help those restaurants who get the trickle down of after they go to the show, they go grab a bite to eat. And I think we have a critical role in making sure that our community stays vibrant. The auto show used to be a behemoth, right? What Rod Alberts, my predecessor, created was incredible. And in a lot of ways, they didn't have to do much, because he did such a good job of making it a place where people had to come.
Right.
The dynamics have changed a little bit, and to some degree, we need to bring the party to the OEMs and bring the party to the community. So we have to evolve in our approach there.
And I guess that's got to be one of the biggest challenges with something that was such an institution to this town that everybody knew, but keeping a spark up under it so that people don't just take everything for granted. And you have to keep reinventing the wheel, so to speak, to keep people excited.
Absolutely. The foundation will always be the cars, right? There will always be the stars. You'll still want to go and see and smell the leather and open the car doors. That will always be there. But we can create things around it too, whether it's education about career opportunities for young people. We're running through MLK weekend, so we're going to have a celebration there, a very specific celebration for that weekend. So there's a lot of things that you can create around, what happens on that main show floor with the cars, and it can be a celebration of our city, and I think that's what we're trying to build.
The title says co-executive director. You're working with Rod Alpers, who was in that position, is still kind of in that position, sort of 50%, but for such a long period of time was at the leadership of that and knows this industry backwards and forwards. How important is it to have that smooth transition, to have him by your side at any moment you can tap into his ear and his brain?
It's imperative. If I didn't have that transition period with Rod, I don't think I could do this job well. He has institutional knowledge that I couldn't gain by just getting thrown into the fire. And so we've worked very well. We literally sit right next to each other in the office, and I can ask him at any time, how did you come up with this decision? Give me the history on this. And transitions of leadership don't always go smoothly. I can honestly say this has gone as smooth as you could have imagined. And to be able to have him on through the show so I can see it from that perspective and then take it after that, I think it'll set us up for long-term success.
Now, the downside of this is that he's going to probably start teaching you arm wrestling, and next thing you know, you're going to be charting off to Greece or somewhere arm wrestling people.
He is in Greece right now in the arm wrestling championships. I don't think that's something that I'm going to adopt. I think I know my limitations, but he's done a very good job with that.
You better have that conversation with your wife and say, don't fool around and mess up your arms.
It's probably not going to happen.
Rod is indeed a world-renowned arm wrestler. Looking down the line, 3 years from now, 5 years from now, where do you see the auto show? What would you, if you could shape it and create your dream out of this crystal ball, what would it be?
I want it to be a thing that people are thinking about 365 days a year because they feel connected to it. That's why we launched this campaign, to tell stories throughout the year. They're not just leading up to the show. We're going to tell them at the show, and then we're going to tell them beyond the show. And I think if we can keep that momentum, to your point earlier about Detroit is hot, I think we have a real value and a real importance to make sure that momentum stays moving forward. And I feel really optimistic about what we can do because we're so willing to evolve the show. What you see this year won't be what you see in 3 to 5 years because we're going to change with the times, but still keeping our foundational core.
Sam, you bring in a new generation of leadership, but what do you see from your point of view in terms of young people in autos and the auto industry, and how might they be different than what my generation grew up? I mean, we see the Dream Cruise,
Sure.
and they're still packing them in every year, and it's our pleasure to be able to have major involvement in that. And I don't see any slacking off in the amount of people wanting to bring their vintage cars. But are young people as enthusiastic about these things on four wheels as we were?
I think they are if you ask them the right questions and if you're willing to listen. To say, what is your relationship with vehicles? What do you need to know? And if you're able to provide a level of, here's some education that will help you in your vehicle purchasing decision, to give you information about what's the right fit for you in the short term when you move on and have a family. So to give them kind of that throughput of their experience with vehicles. So I think there absolutely is. We just have to listen and then to some degree create a show that reflects what we're hearing from those answers.
And last question, how is this industry changing in terms of consumers for women?
We have panels that we're putting together for the show that are featuring heavily women to talk about engineering careers, to talk about leadership careers, to talk about things that are helpful for them as they make vehicle purchasing decisions. In the campaign, you see women reflected all over it because, again, that's a critical set that we maybe traditionally haven't done the greatest job of, and now they're coming in and making these purchasing decisions, being in these leadership roles. Women like Mary Barra, who are setting the standard for what it means to be a leader in this automotive industry. We want to highlight them and give them a stage and a platform to inspire other women who are wanting to get into this industry.
All right, Sam Clement, Co-Executive Director of the Detroit Auto Dealers Association. Thanks for coming in, telling us about this campaign. We'll get you back, I'm sure, between now and January when everybody's focused in on the Detroit Auto Show. And best of luck in the new position.
Thanks, Chuck. Go Tigers.
All right, go Tigers, absolutely. And coming up, we'll talk to our Chief Health Editor, Dr. Nandi, about a new book he has. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Spotlight. Joining me now is a very familiar face, Channel 7's Chief Health Editor, Dr. Partha Nandi. Welcome to Spotlight.
Hey, thanks for having me, Chuck. I appreciate
All right, we're going to switch gears here a little bit, no pun intended, from autos to health. You've got a brand new book, okay, and it's called Heal the Gut, Save Your Brain. Take a long time to write, first of all?
Yeah, I'll tell you, we were talking about this before, that my dad had a catastrophic stroke 2007. Chuck, one of the healthiest guys you've ever met, never hospitalized, wouldn't, have illnesses, but all of a sudden one night, 2007, he had a devastating stroke. It wasn't just a mild one, but that really took 10 years out of his life. Couldn't play with his grandkids. We did all of his activities of daily living, meaning that we took him, we cleaned him, we got him out of bed for 10 years. And we were happy that we could do that. But those 10 years that were robbed and the catastrophic experience that he had and our family had, I said to myself, we got to figure out how other people can't suffer the same consequence. He had every workup done in the hospital, Chuck, and everything was negative. All the usual causes for stroke, all negative. So I said, what is going on? What are we missing here? And in 2007, even when he passed away in 2017, we didn't have the information that we do now. And that information is this, that the gut and the brain are intimately connected, intimately related, in the sense that to have good brain health, you have to have good health in your gut. And so that's the premise of this book. Hey, you know what? Listen, every 3 seconds right now, Chuck, somebody's being diagnosed with dementia. Every 6 seconds, someone is being diagnosed with Alzheimer's. Every 4 minutes, someone is dying of a stroke. So this is an epidemic, and we got to do something about it.
And so I assume that what you're saying is what you intake, what you eat, how healthy it is, can have a direct correlation from that waistline, so to speak, to every other part of the body.
100%, especially the brain. The gut and the brain talk to each other almost as let me give you an example. So if two young people go to a Taylor Swift concert, the day before and the day after, they're calling each other, texting each other all the time. The gut and the brain talk more than that. They're sending signals every second of every day. There's something called the vagus nerve, longest nerve in the body, that connects the gut to the brain, and the signals are going back and forth. So if your gut health is suboptimal, then your brain health will also be suboptimal. And you're absolutely right. Like what you eat and what you put in your gut is going to be super important, right? So if you don't put the right stuff in your gut, you're going to then have negative consequences of your brain. We find, can you believe this? We find changes, right, of patients with Alzheimer's in their gut decades before. You find the same changes that you see in Parkinson's disease. We call these Lewy bodies. They're inflammatory bodies in the brain. You see those same changes in animals in the gut wall. So there's this intimate relationship.
So doctor, if we make changes to our gut, whether it's through food or it's through exercise, whatever, is that going to prevent these other diseases and illnesses from happening, or will it just slow down potentially the process?
It's a great question. So it'll do both. If you have these diseases, changing your gut health will help you to be able to decrease the progression, number one. But hey, if you're watching and you're saying, well, I'm fine, I don't have any problems, this is not for me, you can, if you change your gut health now, you can prevent those diseases that are ravaging us now in 10, 15, 20 years. So it's not only decreased progression, but prevention. So let me give you this example. If you take mice, right, these are rat studies, that if you take their gut and change it, so you take the gut of a healthy rat and you put it into someone who's got a disease like Alzheimer's, their cognitive decline changes within weeks.
We're going to take a quick little break. We'll come back. We'll pick up on that. And I'm going to ask you what I think is probably the million-dollar question out there for a lot of people, especially a lot of people who are getting a little older, so to speak. We'll be right back. Stay with us. How can people get the book?
Yes, you can go to Amazon, you can go to Barnes & Noble, you can go to Target, anywhere books are sold. But at the time of this recording, Amazon is temporarily out of stock. So listen.
It's selling that bad? It's like selling like hotcakes, huh?
Oh, what can I say? I love the fact that we can help people. But if it is out of stock temporarily, please support your local bookstore. I was telling you that I'm going to be at Literati Bookstore in Ann Arbor, and I'll be there Tuesday, October 8th at 6:30 if you could stop by. But go to barnesandnoble.com or localbookstore.com. Right now it's not available on Amazon, just temporarily. It'll be there probably next week.
And we're coming up on the holidays. I'm sure it'd make a great gift for people, and
100%.
Especially because sometimes coming into the holidays, we eat things we probably shouldn't be eating.
Exactly.
In more abundance, and we always hit that New Year's resolution. What can I do to ward off what I ate for Christmas and all the other holidays? And this may be a nice gift to give to somebody. Say, okay, turn your life around.
100%. And we were talking before the break. You said, the million-dollar question is, what can you do? Right? And you're right? People are getting a little older. But I offer to you that even if you are, let's say you're 40, and maybe even 35, and you're like, this is not for me. I offer to you it is the absolute perfect time to change your life, because you want to prevent that. And if you're in your 50s, let's say, and you've not had a heart attack or haven't succumbed to cancer, what do you worry about? My patients, number one thing they worry about is losing their mind. Losing their mind. Almost as, or sometimes more than death itself, because people are afraid of losing their mind. So to me, it's a perfect time, whatever stage of life. I even tell my kids, what you put in your bodies is what the effect you're going to have. If you want to do the best in your school, in your sports activities, even in your social activities, your brain has to be at optimal effect. And the way you do that is not to eat that cheeseburger or pepperoni pizza or those nuggets, God knows what's in them, right? So to me, the number one thing is food intake, right? So three things I'll talk about is, number one, do something revolutionary and go into your kitchen and start cooking instead of just hanging out there with your friends. Number two.
That way you know what you got, you know what you're putting into it, how much sodium, how much everything else.
Right. And you're eating whole foods, not things that are processed in some factory, right? Number two is stop eating out. Because You know, it may taste delicious, but you don't know what's going on in that kitchen. You don't know where they get it from. Half the food is already processed. All they do is reheat it. So number two, I said, please don't go out. At the very most, go out once a week if you can.
Yeah.
We probably go out once a month.
Well, it's about what I hear most doctors say, do everything in moderation. You're not going to stop going to restaurants, but you don't have to necessarily go to them every day. You're going to occasionally, go to a fast food place because the kids may say they want it, but it's not something that you should make a staple of your diet.
But when the kids say they want to do it, just say no. Right. We as parents have forgotten how these two little letters, and no, it ain't going to happen, because what you put in your body is going to affect you. And we have an epidemic of obesity. We have an epidemic of people with autoimmune disease. Chuck, I'm seeing 35-year-olds with cancer. We've got to change something. So the second thing is try not to eat out. You're right. I offer the 90-10 rule. 90% of the time, do what you're supposed to.
Right.
10%, hey, you know what? You got to live. The third one is eat fermented foods with every meal. So number one, what are fermented foods, right? Things like cottage cheese, yogurt, kimchi, kombucha. Every culture has them. You just look up whatever you like and put that in every meal. So my kids, one will eat cottage cheese, one will eat yogurt, one will eat kefir. Some people like pickles. So whatever fermented foods you can find, eat it with every meal. And why is that important? Because fermented foods have probiotics and good bacteria. When you feed your microbiome with good fermented foods and whole foods with fiber, you can replenish them and really have great gut health. Not only just to prevent gut symptoms, but to get good health. And so I talk about it in the book. I even give recipes, because people go, I don't know what to do with this. I give recipes galore in the book to talk about how to do this simply.
Should people just accept the fact that as you grow older, you're going to have to work harder at controlling your gut, whether it's through exercise, it's through diet, whatever else, because the way you are at 20 is not the way you're going to be at 60.
Yeah, what I would say is this, that nothing I'm saying is going to be an overnight silver bullet, right? It's going to take time. And whether you're 20, whether you're 60, you're going to have to be able to know that this is a process, right? To me, make small changes every day, and then you'll see incremental effects not within hours or days, but sometimes in weeks. And you have to have that patience. We've become a society where everything's got to be within a minute. This will not be that, right? But within weeks, you'll see a dramatic difference, not only in your waistline, but how you feel. You'll come in with like, yeah, I got to go do something, instead of, oh my God, I got to go to work. And that is an important thing. You'll live purposeful lives.
The connection to the Mayo Clinic here.
Yeah, so this is published by the Mayo Clinic Press, so they really vetted the book, and so I'm proud to be associated with them. At least a dozen doctors looked at this book, so you can be sure, even though it's my work, that they've looked at it, and then they stand behind it.
And the Mayo Clinic is certainly a very reputable institution. All right, Dr. Nandi, thanks so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
This.
Always a pleasure.
Best of luck.
Thank you.
Right. And I'm Chuck Stokes. We'll be back next week with more newsmakers in the spotlight. We hope you have a great week.